The construction industry and all its related trades have majorly been male dominated professions. So, yourself being an active advocate for women in engineering and with all the success that you have gained in this profession, being a woman, what do you think could be done to lessen this gap and encourage more girls to pursue their careers in STEM related professions? Like, what are your thoughts on this topic?
Right. Um, I'm definitely an advocate of more girls into more women into engineering. But one thing I would say is I do look at it as more talent in the industry rather than just
Yes,
women or girls.
yes,
Um, I did look at the statistics again. So engineering UK 2018 statistics currently are showing very appalling condition of the industry in UK. It says, so I'm going to read some stats for you.
yeah,
It
yeah.
says 12.37% of the engineers are women in UK. 21.8% women work in engineering sector, including engineers. So that's all the admin staff, HR,
Yes.
all the sectors which have more, which attracts more women. That's
Yes.
including all of that. So that included is 21% in the industry.
Yes.
46.4% of girls 11 to 14 years old would consider a career in engineering compared to 70.3% of boys. 42% of girls, so 14 to 16. So you can see how
Yes.
when they age,
Yeah.
next, so it's already gone from 46 to 42 between the age of 11 to 14 to 14 and 16.
Yes. Yes.
When you go to 16 to 18, which is during the A levels period, it drops down significantly to 25.4%. And
Okay.
by the time you do your A levels in physics, is 22.2% of the students are female. So
Yes.
these statistics actually show that there is an issue with the perception of engineering.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
when the girls are studying A levels, we still have 22%, and from this it drops even more to 12% by the time they get to the industry. It's
Yes.
literally
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
So we start losing girls from the age of 14. And that's why I prefer going to schools and I do a lot of STEM engagement activities with schools to raise the awareness of what does an engineer look like.
Yes. Yes.
I remember doing an initiative with BBC
Okay.
for the same reason to change the perception. But I went to a school, and these were year three students, and we these children were basically given different cards of different five different professions, and
Okay.
one of them was an engineer, and they were asked to guess from six different people. So we had a combination of women and men to guess what their career is. 90% of these students, these kids in this class, basically raised the card of a nurse when they looked at me. So it's an automatic perception at a very young
Yes.
age that if someone looks like this, is a nurse or a nanny, right? Rather
Yeah.
than an engineer. And when I actually told them I'm an engineer, I received some amazing reactions. Like there was one boy who literally said, "No way, you're not," right? And the girl
Yeah.
was absolutely excited when she heard that I was an engineer. So what we are
Yeah.
missing is the real perception of what an engineer looks like, and I think we need more and more role models. Having said that, so once we've, let's say we've tackled with the issue at a younger age and we do get
Yes.
more people, so let's say this 22% did apply for engineering degree and we only got 12%. So the reason we've lost more people at that point and progressing forward, so 12% is still very good for women in UK. What you will realize is most of them are at the younger grades. So the more higher you go in the hierarchy within the construction industry, the less women you see. There are
Yes.
very, very few women who would you would see at this top management level. And that's the challenge, because from that 12% we drop it even further to go down to the to the top management. I don't know the exact number for it, but I can tell
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
I only know two senior management women
Yeah.
around me, right? So
Yes.
that means,
Yes.
and when I'm saying I'm talking about my own
Yeah.
specific property and buildings,
Yes.
uh,
Yes. Yes.
and we would like to see more, and
Yeah.
and what I think, there are a lot of challenges, and what I think one of them is the equal opportunities. It's not about whether you're capable of doing the job, because both women and men are doing exactly the same job. It's
Yes.
how that's perceived. Women tend to struggle with their self-confidence. So there are a lot of things, like one is like, and I'm guilty of doing that to myself. I question myself quite a lot, which I'm pretty sure when I speak to someone at my level, my male counterpart, he wouldn't be questioning himself as much as I do when it comes to doing things. And this is one
Yes.
thing women do to themselves to limit themselves, and it's nothing to do with the external environment. And on the other side, other women struggle probably because of the external environment. And one of the obvious one I keep hearing again and again is men get promoted based on their capability, their talent, their potential, whereas women have to prove that they are good for that level before they get promotion, which basically means you're giving not equal platforms to the two genders.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is something I hear quite a lot in construction industry. I do like it was a problem in other industries as well, and possibly it still is, but it's a lot more when I hear that from my people I speak to from time to time.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is something that I would like, that's something that we can control, because we can, through the through appropriate training of the line managers, through speaking through building a culture where you give equal opportunities to everyone, you give
Yes.
that chance to everyone to go up together. um, I've once been asked whether, if I have two people who come to me, a guy and a girl, a woman, male and a woman,
Yeah.
male and a female, and if I have a job, who would I select? And I will say I will select the one who is most capable and competent for that position. I
Yes.
look
Yes.
at the merit rather than look at the gender. I believe in equal opportunity for everyone. I would like to see both of them to be able to come and sit in front of me, and then get judged or get selected based on their capabilities, based on
Yes.
what they
Yes. Yeah.
can. And I think there's a lot that needs to be changed, but this is one thing that can be done without without making it too complicated, without making it as a really big issue.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, these are some great insights that you provided for this question, and the statistics that you brought in, like, are something that we as an industry should ponder on and try to improve ourselves and improve the perspective in young girls during their schooling years.